Alright people, welcome back to another video in our MITRE attack series. Today we are going to take a look at content injection. So in the last video we looked at the initial access methods and we continue on doing that. So let's switch to editing mode and copy the content injection code here. I think I should also, let's see, there we go. Today we have Sunday the 14th December, so that's a pretty good time for me to sit down and record some of these videos. And let's take a look what we have here. So now let me copy that as well. On the right side a little smaller. Maybe we can do this a little smaller here. Like this maybe. This we can make a little smaller. There we go, I think this looks just fine. Yeah, like this. So let's switch to reading mode and get ourselves an overview. So this is going to be a short video because this topic itself is pretty small, but so first of all let's take a look where is this located. So we are in initial access again. The content injection happens pretty in the beginning, but also we have it in command and control later on. Our focus is on initial access here. Happens on the major operating systems, Linux, Windows, Mac OS. And yeah, so this one is from April 2025. Most of the pages that we have seen have been updated in October. This one hasn't. I guess it is good as is. Also, there's nobody willing to put his name, take credit for this good work here. Alright, let's read a little bit. So, adversaries may gain access and continuously communicate with victims by injecting malicious content into systems through online network traffic. Yes, rather than luring victims to malicious payloads hosted on a compromised website, adversaries may initially access victims through compromised data transfer channels, where they can manipulate traffic and or inject their own content. Yeah, so this is like the other way to do it. Luring a person on the website and so it make the user click a malicious website and execute it, that's one way, but here they inject the content themselves. These compromised online network channels may also be used to deliver additional payloads. Ingress tool transfer, okay, and other data to already compromised systems. So what else do we have? Adversaries may inject content to victim systems in various ways. That's interesting. How does that even happen? From the middle, where adversary is in between legitimate online client-server communications. And then this is similar but distinct from adversary in the middle, which describes whatever this is, activity solely adversary in the middle. Okay. AITM, adversary in the middle. Let's see if this term sticks. With an enterprise environment, yes. And then from the side where malicious content is injected and races to the client as a fake response to requests of a legitimate online server. Yes. So I've never executed that kind of stuff myself, but it's just important to know that it exists and under what circumstances. Then content injection is often the result of compromised upstream communication channels, for example at the level of an internet service provider, as is the case with lawful interception. Yes. Internet service providers, so if these guys are compromised, they own the channel, right? And lawful interception, obviously, if an agency requests to access a system, they can do that. But yeah, so now we know what this is. Let's go back to editing mode. Let's copy that page here. And let's see what procedure examples we have, mitigation, and finally the detection strategies. So here this fits on one page. Nice. Let's go back to reading mode. And let's take a look at procedures. First of all, procedures. So we have a software and the group here. Disco is a software has achieved initial access and execution through content injection into DNS, HTTP and SMB replies to targeted hosts that redirect them to download malicious files. Yeah, interesting. And then we have a group, Mustached Bouncer has injected content into DNS. Okay, same, replies to redirect Windows to download malware. So I believe this group used this software. That's how it looks like because the descriptions are the same, but it's about redirection, redirect to download malicious files. That's what it is. And mitigation is encrypt sensitive information. Where possible, ensure that online traffic is appropriately encrypted through services such as trusted VPNs. Yes. So as it looks like you can't inject anything if the channel is properly encrypted. And then restrict web-based content. So web-based content is whenever you download something. Consider blocking download, transfer, and execution of potential uncommon file types known to be used in adversary campaigns. Yes, so this is always something you want to do if you know there is a malicious website that is known to distribute malware. You need to block it. But there are always new ones that you don't know, so that's the difficult part here. Okay, so here let's copy now detection and also let's copy the references. They all fit on one page. Yeah, so let's go back to reading mode. Detection strategy for the SOC. Detect suspicious file creations and processes triggered by browser activity. That's interesting. So whenever a process triggered by browser activity, that can be suspicious, right? Yeah, then you have some application locations or some file locations. What else do we have? Detect curl wget commands, saving executable scripts. Okay. And then monitor packet captures, alert for injected response or mismatched content types. Fine, and then at the end, monitor unified logs for processes spawned from Safari and other browsers. Yeah, again, browser spawn. Fine. Let's see who's writing about that stuff. So references, we have Kaspersky, IT, Encyclopedia. That's interesting. I've never heard about that. So Kaspersky is obviously knowledgeable professionals about that. But they have an IT encyclopedia that we might check out. The rest I don't know here. FAU wrote about the mustache bounces. But yeah, so that's all the content that we can cover. We're 8 minutes in. So we know now what content injection is and the common source of it. So compromised ISP or lawful interception. We know it's initial access or command and control, so we can locate it in the kill chain. We have some examples. So a hacker group and a Disco application that is used to do these things. Mitigation, understand now as well. Encrypting and restrict downloads or web-based content. And we have a little bit of a strategy and references here as well. So I think this is a good first overview. Let me know what you think, if we should dive deeper on that topic on certain levels. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending some time on cybersecurity. It's always time well spent. And we'll see you in the next video then. Goodbye.